a sea bass. A sea bass is a round fish, which generally means that it has two fillets. They swim through the water like this and eat towards the surface. Okay, the stomach cavity has already been cleaned out for us, which is great. And if I was looking to buy one, I'd be looking for vibrant looking gills, vibrant looking eyes, and a nice sort of sea slime over the outside, but they definitely shouldn't smell like fish. Now, the first thing to do is take the scales off. So I've started at the tail and I'm working my way towards the head, just with the knife either at 90 degrees or slightly less, and cutting against the grain of the scales so that they all come off. They're terrible to eat, and this is something you absolutely have to do. Fishmonger will probably do it for you if you ask him nicely. Or a good thing to do is put the fish into a plastic bag and use the bag to stop scales being sprayed all over your kitchen bench. Once you get to the head, turn it over and do the other side. Once all the scales are off, we need to rinse it, and it's really important with the sea bass especially to hold it at the head, hold it under the water and run your hand from head to tail. If you get one of those spikes into your hand, it's horrendously painful. So here he is, nice and clean, ready to be either cooked whole or filleted. Now these are the spikes that I was talking about. They're really, really painful, so make sure that you run your hand from head to tail. Now we start up near the head end, take the knife right through. Now we're looking to go along the spine and just take the top fillet off. Now the rib bones are just there, so the knife's going to run along, and at some point it's going to go all the way through. So you start like this, and you feel the rib bones hitting on the end of the knife, and at the point where that stops and the knife's free to go through, point the knife back down at the spine to take as much fish off as possible. We really want to be cutting right against the bone, as we do with butchery, to make sure that we leave nothing behind. And those are those little rib bones. So that's the first fillet, that's the top fillet. Make the incision again and do the same on the other side, following the spine all the way down to the point where the knife goes right through, and then slide the fillet off. Now we come back, you can see where the rib cage starts, and I'm just carefully running the knife against the bones and pulling the fillet off. And the fish can go in the stock. The next thing to do is trim up the belly piece, which is very, very fatty, not particularly tasty. And now we need to pin bone them. There's 4 or 5 pin bones along where the rib cage is. Some fish have them. The salmon has about 20. Some fish don't seem to have any at all. Use a pair of pliers or a pair of tweezers is the best way. Otherwise it's quite difficult to do it by hand. And actually this is another quality sign. If the pin bones come out very easily, it's a sign that the fish is a little bit old. When a fish is first caught, in the first 24 hours, rigor mortis sets in and it goes really quite firm and quite stiff, and the whole skeleton curls. And you'd almost think that a very, very fresh fish in the first 24 hours after it was caught was actually starting to go off, but it's actually not the case. After the 24 hours, the flesh starts to break down and they get softer and softer and smellier and smellier. The next thing to do here is to score the skin. The score marks are 5 millimeters apart, and that's just to release the fat that's under the skin. Those score lines are just through the skin, where the fat's stored, and when we cook it skin side down, that's going to allow the fat to render out and the skin to become crispy.